This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 60 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Colts nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Naeem Hines, his first carry, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He was taken down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Paris Campbell.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Indianapolis.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Quinton Dunbar.
2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quinton Dunbar with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts' 40-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they'll get this down to the 10. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Colts nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mack. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, 60 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. Raheem Mostert. 77 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Starting the drive with a gift to back. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 25,
Tackled by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Quick throw here to Hilton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Number 13, T.Y. Hilton. He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Rivers again. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 6-6.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
31-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Marlon Mack.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
The 49ers 4-yard line.
And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score.
Touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
That ties the game 13-all. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts take over 1st.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Richard Sherman.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez.
4th down.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will make it into the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And some space here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Willis on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
It's 3rd down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have moved down in front. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rivers complete to Hilton. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At their
on 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw on 3rd down. Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 9.
21-yard line.
This is Mostert. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. The 30. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, 77 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at it.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 20-yard.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 42-yard line.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's good.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
To the air again here, Rivers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that. Hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They will run again with Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Third down.
Now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
23 yards.
Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Today's final score, Niners.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Hines, his first carry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Zach Pascal, the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. And got his man complete.
What's up?
Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 72 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Tackle made back at the 22.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Conner looking for space. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough third and 12.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Play fake. Rivers. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They begin on the ground here with Conner. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Loss of a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
They'll take over first.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Steelers, nothing.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's got Jack Doyle, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. This is Hines. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Hines, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 40.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Taken down at the 43.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, it's Hines. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 2 veterans, Phillip Rivers fighting T.Y. Hilton. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Steelers, nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little. Too far, it brings up third down.
Third down and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
And sure, you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
And it's fielded at the 34. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts first down.
Here's Hines. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. A gain of 7. First down, Colts.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time that maybe they're seeking some revenge?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Steelers, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure.